Okay. Alrighty. Welcome everybody to a new stream series on the channel. We are here playing some Vintage Story. Now, if you guys don't know what Vintage Story is, it's basically Minecraft, but it's um a lot more heavily based on survival and progression and all that type of stuff. Um, it's uh, it's a very stressful game, but we're just gonna kind of get right into it. We are gonna customize the world just a little bit. Um, we'll give ourselves a whole 5 or 10 days. Um, 5 days is kind of short. Give ourselves 10 days before monsters appear. Um, no underground farming. We will just bump up the health points a little bit. Okay, that's good. Days per month. We will do or 20 days, so we have half a month before mobs start spawning. Yeah, that's fine. Microblock chiseling, that's fine. Color accurate world map, that is good. Only first prepared. Okay. Let's hit apply. Astral's Stream World, and let's create. So, first thing we're gonna get when we load in is a little bit of a character creation. So we're gonna have to create our character for this world, um, which is gonna be kind of fun. We uh, we are waiting. We are waiting for this to load. It takes a little bit, or just a couple minutes. Not a couple minutes, but it takes a few seconds to load. Um, but here we are. Let's create our character. Um, that's more so for females. Mm, yeah, let's do that, and then we could do. What is a snoot? Yeah, we'll have that be our facial expression. None, and then hair color we'll do brown. Why not? Alright, so that's what our character is going to look like. Now, time for his class. So we have Common class, which no positive or negative traits. We have Hunter, gets focus, which is 20% extra range damage, range accuracy, and range distance. Resourceful, which is 10% animal loot, 25% animal harvesting speed. Fleet-footed, which is 10% walk speed. Bowyer, which allows him to use bows and arrows. Farsighted, melee attack or melee damage is less by or negative 15% less, and claustrophobic 15% less ore drops and mining speed. We got Malefactor, which 10% loot from foraging, 20% from wild crop drop rate. Pilferer, which is 15% drop rate, 10% rusty gear drop rate, 20%, 12% chance to electric vessels intact. Negative 35% animal detection rate, which means animals detect us 15% or 35% closer, I think. So yeah, you got that. We got Clockmaker. Yeah. Blackguard, melee damage, armor durability, walking speed penalty for wearing armor is reduced by 25%. 10% mining speed, 5 health, exclusive craftable short sword and shield. Hunger rate is a lot higher, range damage is decreased, and loot from cracked vessels and foraging and wild crop harvesting is less. Tailor is sewing kit and clothes. Honestly, I'll go with the commoner class due to the fact that it's. Thank you, buddy. Due to the fact that it is less difficult, let's say. And well, there's a few things around here actually. Got 2 little of these things. Got something right there. Looks like we're in a big field. I mean, we could make our way or start making our way over towards this first area. Or not first area, but the first thingy over here. If we see any sort of flint, we will pick that up. We want flint. We don't want claystone. Mushrooms, flint. There we go. Then we also are collecting food right now, because food will be useful. We're gonna need to be collecting a lot of food. What is this? Sludgy gravel with hot spring bacteria, man. Oh, it's a hot spring. Okay, we do not go in the hot spring. Copy that. Cranberry brush. This looks to be a trader. Hi. I haven't seen you around before. Are you just waking up? I don't know what you mean. You kind of been popping up like daisies across the land. Don't know where you're from. Don't know what you're doing here. None of you seem keen. I'm not entirely sure myself. Wish I could help you more. Got anything to trade? Nuggets. Alright. Nothing super great. It's more of a what do you want to call it? More of like a sewer type person. Cool. No, you're claystone. Alright, so we have not really much, but we do have some. Thankfully, it's easy to tell the difference between claystone and flint. There was the one more right there. Alright. got our flint. That's a big cave. Now we need to find some sticks. Growing onions. Okay. I'll remember to come back for those at some point. Because those onions will be useful. Come on, please have some sticks somewhere in here. I always hate having to look for sticks because it's like the worst freaking thing to find. It's like almost impossible to... Oh, it's a bear! Freaking bear! Yeah, these blackberries. Okay, so, that bear is a big no-no. Black currant, red currant. Alright. Now, of course, because we died to a bear, we need to, like, eat all this freaking fruit we got. Now, that wasn't a mob. That was just an animal. Mobs are something different, and you guys will see that once they start spawning. But again, we have 10 days to prepare before they do. I heard a pig. I don't like that, because usually that means there's a freaking boar near here. Did I lose it? I think I lost it. Give me the spelt. Take the spelt seeds. There's a little structure right here as well. This might have a cracked vessel, perhaps? No, it doesn't look like it. Great. Come on, can I please just find some sticks? This is what I mean. Like, finding sticks is, like, insanely difficult. Ooh, resin. I will take you. I think that's, like, the first time I found a resin. Ooh, sticks. Alright, fine. Alright, first what we'll do is craft a knife. So we can actually start harvesting stuff better. This is our crafting, or our inventory and crafting table. As you can tell, we don't have any extra inventory aside from our hotbar at the moment because we need to make baskets. That's what the knife was for. We're going to take this knife. Oh, there's a lot of sticks over here. Don't mind if I do. Anyways, we're going to take this knife and start harvesting this tool, whatever you want to call it, which this is going to give us, or we could use this to craft some baskets for some basic inventory space at the moment. That, and we can also use the cattails right here as well. They are basically just one and the same. They could be used simultaneously for crafting, or you use them separately. But they're just basically the same thing. So we'll grab up as much of this as we can. We need, I believe it's 10 per basket. So we need 40 in total to fill up our 4 basket slots. So we can do this. I lied. That is thatch. Also, if you open up your pause menu by pressing escape, there is a survival guide that tells you, or not tells you, but like basically makes it to where it helps you progress through the game. Now I'm stupid because I thought this thatch was something else. Um, this is used for roofs. And that upsets me a little bit. So yeah. Get out of here, Thatch. Waste of my time. What is it? Cattail, cat reed. Because we can make a reed basket. Is it only cattails? I think so. If there was something that could be used to replace cattails for crafting recipes. I haven't played this game much, so it's more so just a like I barely have like the basic knowledge of how to play the game. Um but hey, that means we'll just all learn while playing. Now thankfully we didn't really waste much time harvesting all of that thatch by accident due to the fact that I mean, yeah, we do have 10 days. I think a day is like half an hour. So we'll probably be able to get through like 3 days maybe during this stream. Three, 4, 5. Oh, we're one cattail short. Ooh, more resin. Yeah, this I might just make a home near this. I heard a pig near this pine forest because of all this sap, or not sap, but the resin. Like this resin is gonna be really helpful for the future. All right. Actually, let me do that. All right. So that's gonna be our first waypoint on our map. Is this little resin area. We know resin spawns there, so that is Nice. Please, cattail. No, no cattails. Just need one more. And then I can make these baskets, and then I can start harvesting a lot more. There we go. Alright. Take these cattails. There we go. That's what we wanted. So yeah, it was 40 in total, 10 per, so 2 in each slot. That gave us the 4 hand baskets we need, and now we have 12 extra inventory space. Now these cattails are also useful for a lot of other crafting recipes, so we will grab a bit more of it. However, we're gonna have to grab more in the future due to um oh, due to the fact that, well, we would prefer to have use the inventory space for other stuff. We are not gonna go back and grab our dead body because there's a bear over there. However, what we will do is start cutting up some of this dry grass because this is going to be useful for a lot of upcoming crafting recipes that we're going to need to make. I'm going to get rid of that cow parsley because that is not needed. Got a lot of goats over here. As long as we don't attack the goats, we're fine. It's gravel. Another thing we have to be on the lookout for is clay. That is going to be like a really big part of this series is using clay to craft a lot of stuff with clay sculpting. Now, while there is clay stone, we can't use the clay stone for clay, unfortunately. But, hey, we can use it for building if we wanted in the future. Is this some mature stuff right here? This is mature rye. I will take you. Toss the seeds in there. We are trying to just gather as much stuff as possible without really using much of our food. But we need like everything almost. Alright, our knife just broke. That's probably fine though for now. 38 dry grass is honestly perfect. I don't want to really cut down any of these pine trees because of the fact that I don't know if some of them have the leaking area or not for the resin. Anyways, we can make a new knife head for a new knife. And you also don't have to do the entire area either when napping in this game. You could just do the part that connects to the actual material that you're going to be using itself. We're also going to make an axe head. So we can actually chop down some trees. Then we'll also make a spearhead. Hi, AJ. What did you say? Joke's on you. I'm way too freaking busy for that. I don't like the sound of that music. It sounds really scary. But okay. Ooh. Mature spelt. I'll take you. In the future, also, seeing as how we're getting these seeds, we can also use this to make bread. Alright. We could grab some more of this cattail, since there's right here. But if we come over to here and search up cattails, there's a few things we can make. We can make a crude shield, basket, bean-aid, hunter backpack, poultice, for healing, rope, chest, torch. Yeah. Really nice and easy. Not nice and easy, but really helpful, I should say, for some of these earlier on things. The hunter backpack is kind of our next upgrade for backpacks. However, we do need to kill animals for that. That was a fish at first. I'm like, what the? But over here should be another forest, so we could get some wood from here as well as maybe more sticks. Ooh, that was a deer. I could possibly trap that deer. That's gonna be some nice food. But I want to get some wood first. So we're gonna be chopping down this oak tree. Basically, I mean, it's like your standard normal Minecraft beginning stuff. Aside from making a couple extra things, also takes a lot longer to actually get wood than in Minecraft. Forgot trees drop sticks as well. So that was almost 2 stacks of logs. Jesus. Fine. Ooh, native copper. I will pick you up. Because there's actually a lot of copper here. Oh, that's actually really good. Horsetail is also good. Because you can make horsetail poultice. You can't make it. You need it for healing stuff. So we'll actually pick up some of this horsetail. That's actually really nice right now. Because there's a lot here. Now I actually don't even have to be using my knife for this, so I don't have to be wasting its durability either. Oops. I just deleted that freaking stick. We're gonna grab... Six crafts. Yeah, that's enough for now. Let's see if we could find that deer. It's a lot of horsetail. I'm gonna actually... Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do the horsetail for that. And it's becoming dark out right now. There's a lot of horsetail. Jeez. Lots of deers right there as well. Can I take one of these out, though? Yeah, get the frick out of here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Keeping an eye on you. Uh-oh. Actually, that's fine. Get trapped in the cave. Get trapped. Get trapped. Yes! Alright, we killed the deer. 7 raw meat, 2 large hide, and a lump of fat. And then we can also take these bones as well. The bones we could use for sticks on some recipes. And so instead of wasting sticks on crafting tools, we could use it for we could use the bones, and we could use the sticks for other recipes it's needed for. Now there was another deer somewhere near here. Where did it go? Did it go back towards the forest? Yes, it did. It's right there. Yeah, your dad's dead, guys. Actually, probably should not be saying that. Not on YouTube, anyways. Thank you for connecting, finally. There's the deer. Come on, please. I want to catch... I want to get this deer. I don't think I'll be able to, though, because it's running deep into the forest. Oh! On. Come on. Oh my lord, the thing went flying. Oh, it's another deer. Got it. More hide, more bones, more fat. I'll take that because the fat is also nice. You could eat the fat, or you could even use it for some recipes, such as one oiling up hide. No. All right. Uh, up this way. We are running back to our stuff. And then we're gonna kill that deer. Probably should have also made some armor, but we did not. Unfortunately, yeah, we do spawn with half hunger, but we do have a lot of food on us that we could one cook up, which we will make a campfire in just a bit once we get our stuff back. Then I also pick up those leaf or sticks. Um, so we'll one make a campfire to do that, and then also we could eat the fat if we wanted to. Forgot about the freaking boar. I think actually the boar was in more south of that area. Sand. Driftwood. I don't believe there is a way to change where your spawn is. Come here, deer. Stay in the water. Oh god. Oh god. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. I might lose it because of the water. 'Cause I do not swim fast at all in this water. I lost it. And of course it's dark, so sorry guys if you guys can't really see well. Oh, dang. That mountain looks nice. Yeah. Alright. Let's make a campfire. So what you want to do is you want to take a piece of dried grass, place it down, take some firewood, place it like that, and then you also want to take some sticks, and then two sticks and one dried grass to make a fire starter. Shift right click to ignite. Or you actually don't have to shift right click to ignite it, but there you go. Campfire. So we will toss this red meat into here. We could also take a stick and two dried grass right there to make a torch. Now this torch, we do need to toss it on this campfire. However, we do have our meat cooking. So, yeah. There we go. So now, if we wanted to, we could run out. Oh, there's the deer! Let's make a new spearhead real quick. We can't use bones to make spears, so unfortunately we do have to use a stick for that. However, that is fine. Where'd the deer go? You want it somewhere that way. Sucks that we lost it, but it's fine in the long run. Is that the deer? Or is that a different deer? I think it noticed me. Yeah, it did. Oh, red carrots. We'll make our way back to our campfire. And as you just saw, because I jumped in the water, our fire went out. Because we were stupid and we did that. So yeah. To do that, we just combine those to oil them, and then we have to lay them out to dry. We'll do that once we get like a little place set up for to live. Um, this copper, I should have also put a thing down for that. Um, Copper is insane. Like that is like kind of like what we need to work towards initially, because once we get copper, that opens up a lot of stuff for us. But as you saw, 20 copper or 20 pieces of nugget is 1 ingot. 20 nuggets is 1 ingot. I think that's what I said. Um, so it definitely is a little tricky at times. There we go. That was a little bit of a visual glitch right there. We could also throw the spear if we wanted. Um, but I can't really throw things far. So that I could have like thrown it, hit the deer and everything, but who's to say that it would have died? Um, Let me take this poultice and these reeds. That's 4 per as well. So that's like really nice. But also only 2 restored health out of or 22. Um so we have the horsetail poultice from reeds. That's 2 health over 10 seconds. We get the horsetail from linen. That's 4 health over 10 seconds. And then honey sulfur poultice, which is the best, but we need a ceramic bowl and powdered sulfur with linen. Or we could of course use it reeds for that, but still. Um so like this is like definitely the uh base level healing item. And of course I walk over the freaking fire. Because I'm stupid. However, once this food is done, we'll light up our torch again, and then we'll make our way back over to this forest. Um, I want to say that might be where I'm going to make my house. It's not too far from spawn. Because spawn's like right around here. I'm actually kind of close to spawn. Damn, it ran all the way over here. Oh wait, no, that's the resin. I'm right here. That makes more sense. Wish I could freaking find that deer though. But we're gonna have to deal with what we have. Because the 4 large hide is enough to make hunter backpacks. There's 1 large per. I was thinking of papyrus. That's what it is. But yeah, it's 1 large per backpack. So we do have enough. We have just enough for that. I would have liked to have more, but I mean, it is what it is. Okay. Then we have the seeds. Definitely just need to get a place to call home set up. Which was probably gonna be like a hole in the ground to begin with. But as soon as this is done, we will go do that. Because this also is not really an optimal spot to have a house either. I mean, yeah, it'll probably be nice to have some place to live, like, in, like, a plains-ish area. But I'm not sure how well that will work. Alright, our food is done. We'll put our torch back on. That's gonna heat up and ignite it. Like so. We'll take that out. But then we'll also break the fire pit, because why not? Alright. I am gonna make my way back towards that forest real quick to 1, get a little bit more wood, and 2, to see if I can find more of those copper nuggets. If I do, I'm gonna make a little waypoint there, because usually if you find like copper, like any sort of like ore nugget on the surface, there's usually a good chance that there is a underground vein somewhere. So I want to say this is where I had found the copper. Or around here, anyways. This meat is, like, really good as well, by the way. So we're gonna, like, eat that if we need to. And of course, if we find more sticks, pick them up. Turnips. Pretty good. Horsetail. Alright, the horsetail patch we found is over that way. So, I'm just checking these trees to see if there's any resin. Doesn't look like there is at the moment. Ow. Actually, right here, copper ore. So, I will open up my map again. Where is the ore? Ore rocks. Copper ore deposit. So, as soon as we get enough copper to make a pickaxe, we'll come back and mine that copper up. You're like, what do you mean? Don't you need like, if you need copper to mine copper, how are you able to mine that up? Either by finding ore nuggets on the ground, like we had done, or the more tedious way, and what we're probably going to have to do for most of it, is sifting. But that's going to be something later on in the future. Brown. You're joking. Coal? potential coal deposit. There was coal right here? Yes, please. It doesn't look like there's any more coal or copper, though. That is fine. I cannot believe we found coal. Copper's I mean, I'm surprised about that as well, but it's like, I did not find any coal when I was playtesting this. Alright. Come on, game. Give me copper. This freaking forest is insane. Resin, I will change to yellow. Honestly, maybe finding 20 bits of copper on the surface isn't too bad of I thought. Alright, we're gonna eat these turnips real quick. Alright. I mean, we could also kill the baby deer for some meat, but not really much. Um, it would be better to wait for them to grow up and then hunt them. Because we also don't want people being like, oh, you killed a baby animal. You're so cruel. Well, I'm trying to survive, people. Okay? More coal? Yo, I love this forest. This forest has like everything I need. It's got the freaking horsetail. It's got coal. It's got copper. Insane amount of sticks. Pine trees for resin. I doubt there's actually any resin in them, really, but it's got the trees. Don't really have any space for that. Huh. Honestly, I can drop my fire starter. No, get out of here. Because it is technic. I could use my torch for that. More coal. God, we almost have enough coal to freaking cook up some copper once. We have enough coal to cook up some copper once we get some. This is insane. This is literally insane. Alright. We're gonna be living near this place. Because good lord. Low fertility. We don't want low fertility grass, though. Especially if we're going to be planting some seeds. We want some medium fertility. Not sure where I'll be able to find that medium fertility, because everything around here looks like it's... First off, coal. Great. I'll take you. Jesus. Second. It looks like it's coal on the side of the mountain. What did that say? I'd say coal rock? Brown coal. Alright. This seed is insane. There's more right there. High fertility? I'm just gonna grab that real quick. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by all this coal. I've never seen so much coal in one place before in this game. Holy crap. There's so much coal. Oh my god. Holy crap. Oh my. What? What is this? There's a chicken right there. I don't care about the chicken, really. And there was that high fertility grass right next to it as well. What do I even drop? What? Like, what? What can I drop? I can't drop anything. High fertility grass. Make that green. And I will come back for that as soon as I get a spot put together for a house. Which we are going to go do right now. So I could get stuff placed down. My God, this world is insane. I mean, yeah, there was that bear at spawn as well as the boar, but I have a lot of food. There's a shit ton of coal over there. Uh, the pine, the animals. Like we are like set for a while. Um, I don't even know where I want to build this house. Because I want to try to find a semi-flat area for it. Because we are unfortunately going to have to start with making a hole in the ground. We might even just make it over where we made that campfire, in all honesty. If we don't find a place that's better. That way. Taking this boar. Take that. Okay, you know what? House is going right here, next to this boar. I'm gonna have to make a hole in the ground for now to live in. Mostly due to the fact that we don't really have any sort of way to make a house. Okay. My boar carcass is right there. Let's lean these right here for now. So we actually have a little bit of inventory space, because we could make a shovel head real quick. To make digging easier. Can I make... I cannot. Can I only use bones for, like, knives? Knives and I think maybe axes. So yeah, so this digging is a lot quicker with this shovel. And as soon as we get a pickaxe as well, we can also clear out this layer of rock is to make it more traversable in this area, or in this house that we're making. We did 3 along over there. And I will also mine this top layer. I'll kind of use this shelf of rock for storage at the moment for like wood. Just like store like all of our wood up here. So we're gonna be getting a lot of wood. I will say that. We also need to make a chest. I don't remember. Oh, I need 3. So what we will do is we will come down here. Lean that up against there. You'll put our bones right there. Sticks right there. Firewood we'll put right here for now. We're gonna grab our knife and axe. Axe we'll actually put away at the moment. Um, all right. Then we'll light this up. Put the food into there. Do that. Grab that. Grab more bones. Perfect. Oh, big pile of bones and sticks. I'm happy. The only thing we need now is clay. If we find clay, like, we're kind of set. And we'll set a home marker. We'll do red. Red for home. We can, however, grab our axe, grab our knife, and just stack up some wood for now. Do that. Do that. That. Actually. Oh, it's one per. We will mine a little area out over here. For the for the hide. And we just need a couple more for these two pieces as well. We can also make a bed, which we could put where do we want to put the bed? Put the bed right there. Near-ish to the fire. Fresh for 4 days, fresh for 7 days. So we need to get something to store this meat in quick. Fresh for 5 days. Okay. That's fine. We need clay and we need more reeds. Well, the reeds we could get from over here because there are some that have grown. And then we need to go out and look for clay. We also need to go get that high fertility dirt as well. We need to be able to make some. Oh, it's right here. That's so weird. Toss out the low fertility because it's kind of useless. I'll make a new shovel, a new axe. And do I need a new spear? Not yet. New shovel, new axe. Guess I don't need to be freaking making a charcoal pit because of all the freaking coal that I've found. I forgot you need to have a piece of stone in your hand to nap. Shovel. Axe. Alright. Off we go to get that, what do you call it? So you get the high fertility soil, as well as hopefully go out and search for some coal. I said we're good on fruit. We've that because it's such, especially since that's mostly what we've been eating. But I mean, we don't really have anything else we can eat. Um. I'll also grab more of this because we will need it for the hunter backpacks. I want to see if I could find that other deer. Because we need more fat or more oiled hide. Now I know there is wood armor. It's probably better to just do this. And then improvised armor. We can make the wood improvised armor. However, we can make this, which takes pelt. Never mind. Because I was going to say pelt and resin, but pelt we need copper to get. Also kill fish. There's unfortunately not a fishing rod, which is a little weird. Or like any fishing traps either. Well, I mean, it is what it is. We could run, or we're gonna, I would say we're gonna make some wood armor as well, so we don't die to any evil things that want to kill us. Alright, high fertility. Come here. "13 pieces of high fertility soil." That's insane. And then we also have sand over here that we could use to get more copper. Let's see if we could go and find some more animals to kill or even some clay. I know the it got away, didn't it? I think it did. That sucks, but that's fine. Yeah. Alright. Oh, wait, no, it's right here. Tiny hitbox. Thank you. Now, I know I shouldn't have. However, it does give me a little bit of meat and a little bit more rawhide. I should ultimately try to kill the adults. Which I of course will. Ooh, spelt. But more native copper. Every time I find copper, I'm going to put a thing down for it. Because I don't, again, like you really shouldn't be finding surface stuff like that so easily. So it's like whenever you do, it's like usually there's something around there. That cave goes deep. We are also still on day 2. Not realize we were only on day 2 still. No, the big deer went this way somewhere. There's chickens. Chickens are cool. We kill the chickens if we want. We might. We might kill some chickens. Chicken feathers aren't really useful. But they're not a bad thing to have. Jeez. Getting dark out. If we wanted to as well, we could also sleep through the night. Because we have that bed. However, I'd prefer at the moment not to. Just so we could Oh, that's cool. But as I was saying, I would prefer we don't at the moment, just so we have all or as much time as possible to find and gather materials. So right now I am trying to find some clay. I don't want clay stone though. I want normal clay, because if we find clay, life is going to be nice. Is there anything in this cave of note? Cracked claystone. I don't know what the cracked stuff means, or if that's just because it's cracked. There's nothing in this cave. Clay. So here we go. This is a big clay deposit. Good lord. But we will harvest up as much of this that we can. Which at the moment seems like it's only gonna be 2, maybe 3 stacks. But we will. And then I will mark it as the color it is. Because there's a couple different colors of clay. This is red clay. There is also I know there's blue clay. There's blue clay, red clay, and fire clay. Um I don't really know what all the differences in them are, but I'm not going to complain with the type of clay that we have found. Because it is clay, and this is going to help us progress. So we are going to gather up as much of this as we possibly can. We can get that woad out of here. I said get this woad out of here. I'm gonna eat this last cranberry so we can start picking up some of the clay, or some more clay, I should say. Because again, we want to try to bring back 3 stacks of clay, because that will be able to get us as much stuff as we possibly can in this first trip of gathering it. But also at the same time, 3 stacks of clay should also probably be enough for most of what we need in terms of this. Oh, Oopsies. We'll throw out the feathers, actually, because I think the only thing we could use a feather for is, yeah, an arrow and, ink and quill. But if we can't use bows because of our class, there's no point in having feathers. And our torch just went out because I was stupid. So I'm sorry it is dark, everyone. I will try to hurry up with harvesting this now. I'm gonna leave that last little bit on the floor. It's not that big of a deal. Alright. Now we just need to run back home so we could get all this stuff to where it needs to be. Got a lot of clay. We've got 4 stacks of it. Should be more than enough for most of what we need. Got fair bit of food. Got charcoal, or not charcoal. We got coal, copper. Uh, yeah, this is like, I would say like one of the perfect starts almost. Yeah, I did have to run a little bit ways away for the copper. I'm gonna delete this dead waypoint. Um, like I was saying, we did have to run a little bit for some copper, which does suck. But, I mean, hey, can't complain too much. Um, Now we will be kind of staying inside the house for the rest of this stream because we do want to get some stuff set up. I know we also do need to be gathering more wood, which we can do that eventually as well. House is down this way. Um, House is right here. Our fire went out, unfortunately. So we will have to use a fire starter because we threw out our fire, or we have to make a new fire starter because we threw out our previous one. Um, that is all right by me. So we could quickly set this ablaze. Come on. There we go. We will throw our torch in real quick. Put our fire starter on the ground right there. Oh, I don't want to drop that. We'll cook this last bit of food that we have. Then we also, at this exact moment, we're gonna need to make a crock. They are used to preserve meals and pickled foods. So we will craft 14 of these things. So we could actually have some food stored for a little while. And just so we could, where we don't have to hold on to it either. So we're gonna build these up real quick. We can duplicate this layer now. Same with this one. Same with this one. And then here we could do that as well. Also, add little lids to them. There we go. Perfect. Now have some raw crocks. We could bring these up here. We're gonna clear out a little bit of an area that doesn't have any grass on it, because we could now toss those crocks into there. Grab our dried grass. We might actually have to grab some more. We had just enough. And instead of wasting our coal on this, we are going to grab some firewood and ignite it. So this is a pit kiln. This is what this is going to do is this is going to basically bake that clay that we just got, and it's going to basically make it to where it hardens and we could actually use it as storage. But we also need to grab some more of this. I don't know, or a knife broke. That's fine. That's gonna go. We're gonna kind of just hope for the best that we're able to use it by the time before our meat spoils, I should say. We already have half the chunks we need. Oh my lord. Now I think we can use. No, we can't. I don't really care about the type of crock it needs. So yeah, this is a sealed one. Beeswax or the lump of fat. So that's, oh. Actually, where am I supposed to store meat? Food preservation. Place meals inside and recently site benefit. Decrease decay rate tenfold. Seal a crock, simply place it in the ground and use a sealing item on it. A shelf placed on your cellar makes it easier to organize your crocks. Storage of vegetables is a good place to store grains, grain products such as bread and raw veggies. If you have access to salt, you can pickle meat and vegetables in a barrel. Look up the recipe in your handbook. So I can't actually. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I thought I could hold on to this stuff easier. I guess I can't. Uh-oh. Huh. Well, that's, not what I wanted to hear, to be honest. So a lot of this food that I do have currently is gonna be going bad. That's not great. Hens are fed through a small trough, and will lay eggs in a hen box, or on the ground if no hen box is available. Chickens must be well fed to lay. Chickens must also be well fed to sit in the hen box for long enough to hatch an egg. So yeah, we need all this type of stuff. We need copper for, because to get the planks of, or to get the boards, we need a saw. Not a silver saw. It's gonna be a wood saw, or sorry, a copper saw. I meant. But to get that copper saw, we kind of need to get enough copper to make the saw. But we will make a new knife blade right here. Put that away. Grab a bone. And there we go. Oh, gee, look at that durability compared to that previous one. I don't like how I can't use the bone for... I could use it for an axe and a knife, and that is it. But while we are here, we can make more stuff. Zeedwater Farms. Alright. So we want to make some of these crucibles so we can heat up our copper when we get enough. Not exactly sure how, or I mean, we have the coal for it, so there is that. And then we also make a pickaxe so we can mine all that other coal and copper up. So it will be a lot easier to get the stuff in the future. Alright, then we're gonna just duplicate this layer. And the same with this one. Same with this one. Then this we will just make the small little tops for them. We're only going to be making 4 at the moment, but we're going to need to make more in the future. It's also becoming day, which is nice because now we can go and get more wood as well. Don't want to be dropping my axe. We'll run over to the forest for the wood. Maple. Man, honestly, we could grab any type of wood over here. If I was building something out of it, I would prefer to have it all be one type of wood, of course. But seeing as how we're not building out of it, we don't need that. Still can't believe we just found random copper lying around right here. This pine tree doesn't look like it has any, so we'll chop down the pine tree right here. We're just going to be trying to get a lot of the, or not a lot of the stuff, but we're just going to try to get a lot of firewood as possible. Because even though we don't need to be making charcoal really, which I'm so thankful for, we definitely still need a lot of firewood for other stuff. So this is just all gonna be getting chopped down. Got a pine cone. Wish there was a little bit of like a refrigerator unit or something for the meat. Alright, that's some. Maybe drop down 1 or 2 more trees. Basically gonna be going until our axe breaks. So we can then go home and 1, make a new axe, and 2, make a new axe. With a bone handle at that. So this is also giving us not a lot of sticks, but giving us a fair bit of sticks. I want like a fairly big tree. We got that one. And thankfully, it doesn't look like any of these trees really have a any leaking or any like leaking logs for the resin. But I do also have the seeds, so I go and plant these seeds over by the house. So that's nice anyways. Alright, you're almost done. Come on. You're almost there. I don't think this entire tree's come down. Yeah, I knew it. That's, I mean, 4 stacks of logs. Not bad at all. I want to see if there is any more copper lying about, though. So, unfortunately, making those cracks was kind of useless. But, I mean, for the future, they're going to be nice. It's just, at the moment, we really can't use them. We found all that coal. Probably going to be enough coal for a while. I think that's tin. Quartz. This all quartz? I think it is. Quartz is used for, like, glass. Ooh, carrots. Yeah, this is a big quartz valley. Jeez. Oh, and there's... actually, I think that's tin. It's flint. What? That's... I didn't know you could find flint like that. Huh. But yeah, I mean, that's big, big quartz vein. I mean, I guess I will label this just so if we ever need quartz in the future, we have it. But I don't know if we will need it at all. Oh, turnips. I can put this in our offhand, actually. We have a lot of seeds. There's also mushrooms lying around. So if we wanted mushrooms at all, we could pick those up and eat those. Also got some nice turnips here. Maybe we store the turnips. It doesn't look like it's empty, but okay. This is kind of like the food we eat while we run around and explore. Flax. Another forest right here. Tool. Tule. Whatever you want to call it. A lot more horsetail. Some more big pine trees. I thought it was probably my fire that I saw. Pick up all the sticks. Jeez, that's a lot of sticks. I almost extinguished my fire. Bony soil. Aged polished rock. Huh. Gee, you got a lot of sticks. In all honesty, it's not enough sticks. You never could have too many sticks. There's some resin right there. This is a trader. Don't really care about the traders, really. Because we can't really trade with them. Because we don't have the gears to trade with them. Alright, let's make our way back to the house. If we find any extra sticks along the way, we'll pick them up. Like that. Jeez, 41 sticks. Ooh, blueberries. I don't have the space for blueberries, though. We're not gonna pick them up. More resin. Mushroom. Lots of mushrooms, actually. This is like mushroom forest right here. Mushroom stick forest, all honestly. Good lord. Ooh, adult deers. Alright, we're gonna run back. More turnips. Okay. As we're running back as well, I'm just gonna say that we're gonna be ending it off here in just a second as soon as we get back to the house. Go. So we're gonna be doing the outro on our way back. If you guys did enjoy this stream, please consider liking and subscribing if you have not done so already. I would really appreciate it, as I am trying to hit lead. As I am trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. If I do, there might be a little 1,000 subscriber special. Lead orbit? Oh, I should probably label that lead. Let me do that real quick. There we go. Ore. Lead ore. And then, what can I even drop for that lead? That I found right here. Screw it, we'll drop the shovel. Ooh, 3 from 1? Galena. I thought it was lead. But yeah. So, soon as we get back to this house, we are going to be ending stream, as long as I don't get distracted by any other stuff. Which it does not seem like I am. Cool. Perfect. Anyways, I will see you guys all in the next stream. Peace out. And Goodbye.